Travel girl, she likes to travel and she's a girl. She's always spending my money. Travel girl, travel girl.
Hello, Travel Girl here, and this is part 2 of our visit to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can view part 1 of our adventure on our channel. We'll make sure to link it at the end of today's video. Time to make the jump to lightspeed. Galaxy's Edge is set on a planet called Batuu, where we're immersed in a village called the Black Spire Outpost. Construction on the land, as well as its Disneyland counterpart, started up in 2016. Instead of building a world fans were already familiar with, Disney Imagineers collaborated with Lucasfilm to create a new world, taking place between episodes 8 and 9. So you're gonna see the First Order as well as Resistance fighters running about. Heh, they really create a whole new world, huh? The marketplace is the perfect spot to find all the t-shirts, pins, and souvenirs you could possibly want. Make sure to grab a Coke and a thermal detonator-shaped bottle while you're there. A cool Disney tip, you can convert your money to credits through a metallic gift card they offer. After you spend your money, you get to keep this as a super cool souvenir. The Black Spire Outpost offers some quick service food locations at Docking Bay 7, where they serve at all times of the day and offer salads, chicken and beef platters, and pork ribs. Then there's Ronto Roasters, where we could really see those Rontos getting roasted. But don't worry folks, they're actually just sausage and pork wraps. We opted not to eat here though, since we had reservations for Ohana at the Polynesian Resort. Go take a look at our channel for that food review. The milk stand serves blue and green milk, and we decided to try both. We need the Dad taste test. He said the blue milk was more refreshing and the clear winner of the two. After grabbing a bite, we made our way over to the Millennium Falcon and went on Smugglers Run. The pre-show had Clone Wars character Hondo explaining what your mission is about. The Imagineers did a wonderful job with the animatronics, as well as the docking bay. Hondo looked very realistic and not like your typical animatronic. The Falcon itself looks like it came right out of the movie screen, or should I say, it looks like we jumped right into the movie at light speed. Each cockpit seats 6 people, and every 2 are given a role: pilot, gunner, and engineer. Dad and I were both given the gunner roles. This motion simulator ride is interactive, as Dad and I were hitting the buttons to shoot down enemies and obstacles, everything reacting in real time. The pilots were focusing on maneuvering the ship and trying to keep us out of trouble the best they could. The engineers are there to fix any sort of technical problems we may encounter along the way. It was definitely a fun ride and felt like we were really flying the Falcon. I do have to say, even though the ride was very fun, the Droid Depot was our favorite part of the day. You can see a more detailed video on it in part 1 of Galaxy's Edge.
It's alive!
We both made a droid to take home and love them. Over at Savi's workshop, you can go through the exciting experience to build your very own custom lightsaber. You'll need to make a reservation for this, they do fill up. Dad wasn't thrilled about the different parts that they used, plus he wanted his favorite lightsabers from the movies instead. So he decided to head on over to Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. The lightsabers sold here are of very high quality and are exact replicas of the sabers from the films and Clone Wars series. On our first visit, he got his absolute favorite, the Luke Skywalker green lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. Then on the second visit, Dad bought Luke's first lightsaber from the original Star Wars, but to all you young kids, you call it Anakin's or Rey's lightsaber. You can buy a blade of your choosing, and they come in 2 sizes, 26 and 36 inches. While Dad was busy buying his saber, I was being quite stylish and checking out the cool outfits they had in the rest of the den. You'll definitely need a reservation for our next spot, Oga's Cantina. Sadly, we weren't able to get in on our first visit. It was severely crowded, especially during its opening week. But for our next visit, it was still crowded but a cool atmosphere and great theming. The drinks are good and you can buy some cool looking souvenir mugs. Rise of the Resistance was not complete yet at the time of our visits, so we still have to review that for a future video when we go back. Also, Disney is building a deluxe hotel called the Galactic Starcruiser, which will supposedly immerse guests completely in the world of Star Wars. It looks like it'll be amazing and we can't wait to try it. Now for the verdict. Pros. We felt from the second we walked in, we were really on the alien planet of Batuu. Disney's Imagineering did an impeccable job on theming this land. Building our very own droid was so cool. The inside of the depot made us feel like we were really in an alien junker shop, putting together our very own droid from scratch. Seeing the hanging parts above us and the conveyor belt on our level, Dad and I knew the experience would be perfect and unlike anything else. Stepping inside the Millennium Falcon was a dream come true for my dad and I. Even finding the holochess board a ton of fun for excellent photo opportunities. The ride itself is wonderfully done, where every job on the ship is important, making sure nobody felt left out. Everybody knows the merchandise all throughout Disney is always high quality, but even more so at Galaxy's Edge. From the fabrics of their clothing to the metals of the lightsabers, they really keep up with the quality of Disney. Now for the cons. We would have loved a themed dining experience. There were rumors of there being some kind of fun interactive dinner show similar to Jabba's palace, but sadly it never came to be. When we were visiting, we would have enjoyed another ride or show. We understand that since we went during opening, Rise of the Resistance wasn't open yet, but we feel that Galaxy's Edge could still benefit from another attraction. Even though it was fun to be immersed into a new world, we would have liked to see more callbacks or tie-ins to the original trilogy. And now, the final score. I ranked Galaxy's Edge a 7.5 out of 10, Dad gave it an 8.5 out of 10, which gives us an 8 out of 10 overall rating. What about you? Have you ever been to Galaxy's Edge? Let us both know in the comments below. Also, please hit subscribe if you liked our video, or ring the bell to be notified of our next one. Catch you on the flip side!